I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Hunter, and this is
the Family Showdown! Hello and welcome back. We're getting closer and closer to the grand finale. This time, 20 through 11. Some of my absolute favorite games are up in here. You have to tell me if you see a pattern, what you think the pattern is, all that kind of good stuff. So, see how this goes. I think you'll see some old familiar faces if you've seen some of my previous videos. Just saying.
Okay.
You have any predictions on the future?
I am prepared to be impressed.
Interesting. All right. Here's what's crazy. For this top 10, I have 2 new games to the list. That's just how much I stinking love
2
them.
new games?
Yes.
Okay.
My number 20 is new. That's how much I love it. I believe you have it over there by you, sir, in the floor.
You don't know.
I do. I can see it. I can actually see it. And we're late to the party, so to speak.
Oh my gosh.
But this beast of a game, Millennium Blades. Oh my goodness, Millennium Blades. So this is a card game that's theme is that you are a CCG player that wants to go to tournaments and stuff and build up your deck. So you're playing as a person that wants to go play a collectible card game. So you're going to get your packs and stuff and open them up and sort and set up your deck. You build your deck up and then you play it in the tournament. And then you have rounds where, you get to go buy more cards and trade and get different cards and this and that. And you build up a deck and then you go to another tournament and stuff. It's like playing a CCG without going completely broke, actually playing a CCG. It is so much fun. I love this game. It was really quick moving. It's kind of in fits and starts because of course you take a little bit of time building up your deck and tweaking it and doing all this stuff. But then once you start throwing down and everything, that goes really fast. You only have a certain amount of time to set up your trades and everything like that. Oh my gosh, it is so much fun. I love playing this. Hunter looks thrilled to death to see this on my 20. I can tell. He's just...
I knew you loved this game. That's why I bought this ridiculously insane version of the game.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
It's got way too much stuff.
No such thing.
It's crazy.
I can play this now all the time and not see anything new. It's so... Oh dear, what have you done? It's got a sleeve. What? Look at this beast. This is so cool. Oh my goodness. And it is chock full too.
Chock.
Look at all these cards. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Look at this. Cards.
I went, as they say in the South, whole hog.
You did go whole hog. I adore that.
I knew you loved this game when we played it, and so I sought it out. So
a board game about collectible card gaming. And when we first heard about it, we're like, that's either going to be really awesome or really terrible. It was kind of one of those. It sounds like a polarizing game.
Yeah.
Fortunately, it is on the really awesome end of the spectrum. Oh, so good. But yeah, it came out. What year did this come out? Oh my goodness. It was
20 years ago.
Yeah, it feels like it. It might as well have been.
This version's probably not as old.
Yeah, maybe not.
This is 2015, but I think it's this.
Okay, well, it feels like it was like 10 years ago, but 2015, so 5-ish years ago, at least for this set. And it was worth the wait, for sure. Worth the wait.
It's 2021. That's 6 years ago.
I don't want to do math.
It's all right.
It's still 2020. I don't care.
I actually enjoyed this one. I actually enjoyed the trading aspect more than I did the actual playing the CCG, which is funny. So
but that's what I like about this game is there's so many different aspects to the game, and you can really, really like different parts of it. I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. And the trade is more exciting than I thought. Usually trades for me, I'm kind of like, not interested. But they were fun. It's interesting to do the trades. So lovely, lovely. So that's my new one, my number 20. I think it's here to stay pretty high too. All right, and on to my number 19. It used to be my number 11, so it's staying within that range, thereabouts. Don't
Communication.
Not much. Not much.
That's what you went down 9 spaces, 9/11ths. That's like 82%, something like that. Decrease. Anyway.
Castles of Mad King Ludwig. So this game, Hunter doesn't like it as much because we've played it to death, and I could continue to play it and still enjoy it. This is a great game of you're helping design Mad King Ludwig's castle, which is very unique, and you've got different shaped rooms of different types. And it's a game of tiling where you're putting them down and you get bonuses or detriments depending on what you put them next to and how you lay out the rooms. There's a really cool bidding system each turn, or I should say each round, how everyone gets the rooms. The first person gets to set the prices for all the rooms that become available. And then everyone goes around and they're the last one. So there's kind of this pressure luck of, do I want to make a room that I really like affordable so that it's cheap for me, hoping that it makes it all the way through, or do I want to put it way out of the price range of most people so that it has a better shot of not getting purchased out from under me? So you want to, it's just really interesting. And you watch, of course, and see what other people are building up as with their bonuses and whatnot. It's incredible. I really love how this game plays out. You have a unique, cool, weird, funky castle at the end of every game. There's gosh, I'm trying to think of all the different little elements that are just so much fun. The bonuses at the end of each game are also unique because they're randomly selected. And so there might be, you know, whoever has the most round shaped rooms is going to get a certain number of victory points, or whoever has the most like recreational rooms, like different room types, for example, or something like that, is the one that wins. Or if you don't have any open doors, like rooms that just end up opening to nowhere, then you're the winner, and this and that. It's really cool. I love that because every time your goals are going to change with the game. So it doesn't feel like you're playing the same game over and over. And I love that kind of aspect where you've got a lot of replayability and unique pieces and things that work well together. Hunter, however, thinks we have reached the end of the
Yeah, I mean,
the uniqueness, perhaps.
I used to really like this game, and I still do, really, to tell the truth. But
Yeah.
it's slowly like declining in my interest to play because we played it a lot early on.
Perhaps.
And but I still wouldn't pass it with playing it, but I just wouldn't pass it.
It plays quickly too. It's a 90-minute game. It's one of those sweet spots. It's fun to play 2-player. It's really fun to play 4-player. We ended up, I think this one has an insert in it too, doesn't it? We end up getting
we tilted it, so we're sad. There was much crying.
Whoops.
See how bad it looks.
Oh, it's not that bad. No, it's pretty much intact. Yeah, look at that. There's 2 coins out of place. 3 coins. Not even. But it's great. And see, here's the little bidding table. This is what's great. See, you put the end player goals, like what you want to try to aim for victory points and stuff. And then here's the different costs along here that you put your different room pieces underneath, and everybody bids and stuff. It's so stinking cool. It's a great game.
Sorry.
How dare you, sir? Castles of Mad King Ludwig. That's my number 19. Then my number 18. It was my number 19 last year. Holding strong.
Love it so much more now.
I do. It's holding strong right where it belongs in the, best of the best groupings here. If you would like to hand me that case over there on the floor. Yeah. It's your favorite game, I know. I don't know why you act like you don't like this game. You like it enough that you... Guess what game this is, guys? Okay, you'll never guess it unless you've already seen this before. This is Dominion. But my sweetums here, what likes loves me so much and tolerates the game enough. I was going to say likes the game, and I was like, no. Let's just put that. That was not the game. He tolerates the game because I love this game.
I just wanted more shelf space, to be honest.
Is that what it is? Selfish motivations. Okay.
Concurrent motivations.
Truth comes out. Okay. Interesting.
Concurrent motivations.
Okay. I need to think about this a minute. No, inside this magnificent briefcase contains multiple versions of Dominion and expansions. Yes. So there's actually a cool little app out there. You can go boop, 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 and have it randomly select stuff from the various games that you have in here. And you can get random setups each time. Or you can just, pick them yourself. Or you can just say, hey, you know what, today let's just play with the main game and intrigue or something. You can mix it up because it's so nicely organized.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
We hope it's still nicely organized.
It doesn't move. We've tested this. It is quite good. But yeah, so this game is the granddaddy of all these deck builders that everybody loves to use now or uses an aspect of in their games. This is you've got a nice tableau of a whole bunch of cards. They have different abilities. You draw your hand size, you play stuff, you do stuff, and you have a buying round. You buy cards that'll help you with your deck, put everything to the side and discard, and then draw up for your next hand and wait for your next turn. Do, back and forth. Nowadays, you don't see as many of those games that's the only mechanism in the game. It's usually an aspect of a bunch of games. The hybrid stuff has been really popular lately where you blend that in with other big mechanisms and go from there. But this is the original big one that had all sorts of varieties and different things that you can do and all these different abilities and things that played off each other. And then all of a sudden there's different monetary amounts and there's certain cards that you can choose if you use it as money or use it for something else, and all these different varieties and different ways to play. Some have little baby maps and stuff that you use with them and cool stuff. So that is Dominion. So much play in here. So much play.
We never know. All we see is a box.
Oh, do you want me to show it off? Do you want me to show off?
You want to show it off.
I do want to show it off. It's actually quite lovely. I guess I have to reach it. So in this, look at this, even room for all these 10 billion rule books for all the different kinds. But Hunter printed up and then laminated all these little labels. So I have all the labels. Check that out. And then over here, let's see here. This is Dominion, it says. This one here, Intrigue. This one is Prosperity. So there's tags and you can see which game. Empires. Now you can go in and be like, these cards right here, these are all for the Empires one. It's so cool. All the different little I call them maps. The little player mats. They're little player mats that you use for different versions of the game. You put different things on. They look random. A lot of times they're just kind of a space keeper for different things, or you collect things and put them on there. We have little metal coins. There's the other rando stuff over there that goes with certain expansions. Let's see, Seaside. What else do we have over here? Cornucopia. Just a veritable cornucopia of play in this game. So many different variants to play with. There you go. You can decide. Some of these are fun too because you can make it a pretty passive game. You can make aggressive games where you can attack each other. There's, what else? Oh my gosh. Collecting lands always give you victory points and stuff, but there's other stuff you can collect is kind of a side way to get more victory points. And oh my goodness, there's so many different things to this game. If you have not somehow played this yet, you have probably lived in a cave. Or maybe it's just you hadn't heard of it. Maybe you didn't want to play it, but you've probably at least heard of this game because it is just so.
What have you done?
Oh no, there's a random card. Oh, it's just in the end.
The trick is you lean it.
Oh, look at you all smooth.
Maybe.
Well, you're going to smash my... There we go.
There we go.
Look at you all smooth. It's like you know how to do that.
I did.
Build that. I know. You mostly built that. It wasn't actually fit to it, so we had to like sand it and actually shape it to the right size, so pretty hardcore.
I actually have a expansion and shrink over there.
Ooh, and you notice there was room in the box.
So yeah,
okay.
It's a good game. I enjoy it. I don't know. It's kind of got the same kind of vibe as Castles, the one before this.
Yeah, that has been played to death.
Played a lot. We played tons and tons and tons of Dominion.
And we're not done.
At least when we got so many expansions and so many different sets of cards.
It doesn't feel the same, right?
It seems like a slightly different game every time you play it, even though you're kind of going through the same motions. There's
but
different things to do.
There's that, and if you like
different combos to find,
and jump you like that deck builder action, it's so much fun. All right, there you go. That's my number 18. So my number 17 was my number 46 last year. Leaped up.
I love this game now.
Well, yeah, because it had another expansion that came out, the Oceania expansion. And that is Wingspan. Oh my goodness. That's just the expansion. Another chock full.
Expansion, I kind of divided.
Oh, actually, we had to divide our stuff up because putting all of the expansions and stuff do not just fit in this box nicely anymore. So Wingspan is growing. So
hopefully they'll come out with the
monster. We're going to have just collections of monster boxes in this house now. It's going to be crazy.
The way board games go now.
I know.
Base game, 4 or 5 expansions, and then come out with a monster collector's box.
So why is this so darn popular? Well, first of all, I'm a sucker for good art, and this has amazing art in it. And I like the theme a lot. It's a nature theme. And the playability of this is fantastic. I love it. It's smooth. This one's pretty easy to teach. I've actually taught this game and don't mind teaching this game. And you all know I'm not a fan of teaching a bunch of games, and this is really fun to teach people. It's got fun little bits, so it's really fun to introduce people, and they can play with the eggs, and we show them how the eggs work and how your cards work. You've got these different habitats with your birds, and you're trying to build them out, and basically birds and different interactions that you have with them create victory points. And there's different ways. There's these eggs, and some of the birds eat other things or specific things or tuck other birds under them and stuff like that, and they can create victory points. You also can make a little bit of an engine builder. If you put multiple birds in the same habitat, once you fire that off, all of those it'll chain, and anything like they have special abilities or anything, they're all going to fire off when you do that. Oh, there's so much going on with this. And then, of course, with each expansion, they added another region of the world. So you're getting all these new beautiful birds from this different portion of the world. They've added a new resource. Thank you. The new resource. You have the little nectar now. You've got some more amazing birds. It just adds a lot of fun little elements to it. And none of it is feeling like bloated or bogged down. You're just so excited to see all these different unique birds. They teach you things. They've got it looks like a little page out of, if you've ever looked at one of those Audubon Society bird books, it's got the little map, shows you where they live roughly, like the range, and it has what they eat for the resources and stuff like that. But it's got a lot of information about the birds as well. Plus, they also have this free app now that if you're interested, while you're playing the game, you can have it scan the cards and it will play for you the bird call that bird makes. Psh, mind blown. It is so cool. I can't wait we haven't played it since I found out about the app thingy, but oh my goodness, I'm probably going to terrorize you next time with it because I'm going to be waving the cards under my phone and
I think it's
scanning
called
those.
Wing Song
is
the name of the app.
Check it out. It's amazing.
So I like this one. This isn't normally the kind of game I like. It's not really in my wheelhouse. I like heavier games usually. It's kind of a light family kind of style game. It's a family favorite of ours.
Yep, whole family.
It's great to teach. It's fun to play. It's sold 1 million copies, so something's doing something right.
For sure.
It's a good one. It's a good gateway game. I think it's a little heavy for a gateway game, but for whatever reason, it seems to work. For whatever reason.
Yeah, it's really popular. Good reason.
It's a good one.
With good reason.
I like the little bird song. We're going to be fighting. All we're going to be doing is scanning
cards and playing with the wing song thing. It's true, though. And the other thing that's interesting is this is one of the few games I have played solo, and I enjoyed it a lot. I like this at every player count.
Nah.
Including solo.
Solos.
I don't usually like solo. I've played less solo games than you, but I really, 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 really enjoyed playing that. So There you are. That is my number 17, Wingspan. All right, we're going to move on now to my number 16. And this has taken a little bit of a dive. It was my number 12 last year. Not much. Still staying in the same range. Still an awesome, amazing game. Still love to play it a lot. And that is Orléans. And I know you like this game too, so zhush. This is a bag builder game, which when we first played that, I didn't know was a thing. But what you're doing is you're building up an engine in this game by using certain specific colored meeples, meeple coins. What would you call those? Meeple people
Tokens.
things, tokens. Yes, tokens. Hey, how about that? They have different jobs. And so you're basically going to fill them up. And as you do that, you're going to get different people, different types of workers that can do different things. They're all color coded. And as you do that, then at the end, you sweep them all into this bag, you mix it up. And then depending on how many you have built in your engine so far, you're going to draw out that many people to, again, disperse and do a bunch of different jobs throughout the round. Of course, you're building up all the stuff to get victory points. Who knew? And it's got a great map. So you have some people traveling around, getting resources and collecting that. And you're doing kind of a little side game going on over here, getting those things and getting victory points from that. Then you've got your other player guide thingy that's got or the other board that's got a whole bunch of different tracks. And there's a lot of victory point action going on with those in different ways. You have to do different things to get those victory points and move along those tracks. Then you've got the actual victory points. And as you go along those, if you get to certain points in that, it's got a little multiplier that lets you help adjust your score accordingly, which is really cool and tricky to do sometimes. There's so much going on with this. It's kind of hard to streamline and figure out what is the best mode of attack for this. Which tracks do I want to go up that's going to help me score better? Oh, it's so much fun. And what's great about this one too is it seems like there's no bad choices. There's no bad way to approach it, really. There's all these different good things that you can do. If you pick one track over another, it's not going to lose you the game necessarily or anything like that. And I love that about this. It also plays, isn't this a 90-minute game too? Yeah, 90-minute game. Plays amazing 2-player. Plays fun at 4-player. It's a magical experience.
I don't know if I would go as far to say it's magical.
It's pretty magical. It's
magical.
It's my number. What did I say it was? My number 16, magical.
It's not. Yeah, this one's always at the tippy top of both our lists. This is one of our favorite straight Euro games. It is always at the very top of our combined lists we do every year.
Yeah.
It's just a solid little Euro game with, like you said, a lot of good choices. It's fun pulling stuff out of the bag and seeing what you get. You send your little workers off to do good deeds and die.
Oh yeah, the good deeds. We've always called that the euphemism. Do good deeds.
It's basically a deck building game.
Yeah.
You're basically your
building in a bag. It's random.
Drawing stuff out of the bag.
Yeah.
And sending the workers off to do good deeds is calling your deck, which is most deck builders.
We just say sending them to die. We joke about that, but it is because it's a one shot, but it gives you some good stuff.
It's got events that you have to react to. There's buildings you can build that gives you superpowers and different places to put your workers. It's got a lot going on, but it's a really solid,
very smooth.
What I consider a midweight Euro. It's pretty heavy.
That's pretty heavy.
But it's a good one. It plays really, like I said, really smoothly. It plays well at all player counts. It's a fun little game. We've got one of the expansions. We got the trade and intrigue expansion. We use the trade, but not the intrigue. The intrigue makes it attacky. So if you want some attacky in your Euro game, then intrigue works for that. There's also a way to play cooperatively. We don't have that expansion. I don't like co-op games. But yeah, this is one of my favorites. Probably my favorite of all the ones we've seen so far. I love it. It's a good one. It's a solid one.
It is. It's so much fun. And it's like one of those that I could just pull out anytime and play. I would be happy anytime anyone picked that game.
Yes.
I'm never not in the mood for this game.
It's a good one.
So.
All right. I approve. That one.
That one. Interesting. Okay. Well, I think you'll like the next one too. Hopefully. Maybe. My number 15. This is my other and my last new game to the list.
Of like
Made it.
the whole list?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's pretty high to have a new game in the top 20.
I'll have like 4 new games in my top 10.
Well, yeah, but anyway, you might. There's a lot of heavy games we got this last year. But this game is The Search for Planet X. You know, if you saw some of the previous videos, I really, really, really loved Awkward Guests. And I love this new puzzly style game. The Search for Planet X does that same puzzly element, but it's in space. You can't get much better theme than this. I still remember all of the excitement and buzz when we're starting to just start searching it and saying, well, I think we've discovered a planet, you know, and this is stuff, you know, like all this new planet exploration seems kind of like, ho-hum, everybody's finding a planet these days.
But we lost a planet.
Well, we lost a planet too, Pluto, rip. But
You said rip.
I did. But this game kind of brings back that excitement of when we were first starting to find and discover a whole bunch of planets and stuff. And you're doing this logic puzzle that's got these different sections of, you know, like sectioned off group of space. And there's different characteristics and things that you're looking for that are going to point you in the direction of the planet, of the mysterious planet X that we're looking for within our own solar system. So there's different rules, and each game has unique cards that are going to help you with this. So, for example, they might say, if you see one meteorite, there's always one next to it. Like there's always, on either side, there's going to be at least one meteorite on either side, or something like that. They'll have like a rule. Or comets are always by themselves. You'll never see a comet touching another comet. Okay, so you have like, once you find one, you're like, okay, the one on either side, you know, process of elimination, you got these logic puzzle things, you're getting different clues, you're sleuthing it out. Oh man, this is so much fun. I just love that hunt for this. I love the theme of it. It just, I don't know. I've always had this fascination with space, and this just kind of revives it for a little while. This is another one that's a hour-long game. It really goes pretty quickly. It feels deeper because you're just so immersed in your puzzle trying to figure it out. We're kind of all racing to find where Planet X is. It's a 1 to 4 player game. I would think this would be fun as a solo game, actually. I think I would play that. I haven't yet, but I'm not going to say absolutely I would not play this solo. It's fun 2-player. It's fun 4-player. The player count's amazing. It's just an awesome game. How do you like this? Because I know I really like it, but
I like
how
it quite a bit. I think you definitely like it more than I do. It's funny because we were kind of adverse to these logic puzzle games, and then we played Awkward Guests. We're like,
these are great. Yeah.
And then we played this, and then we did Alchemist, and now we're kind of looking for them at this point. I like this one a lot. It was really fun. It was a great play. The first play was awesome.
The second play was amazing too.
We enjoyed it.
All of it.
I mean, it was like didn't know what to expect because it's another one of those app-driven games, and we were like, oh, we gotta play this again. And
absolutely,
it went really well. I don't know where this is gonna land. It's probably in my top 100 somewhere, but who knows where? We'll see.
Yeah, because it's not super heavy. It's just a logic puzzle that's kind of a race.
It's thinky. It's not heavy. It's not.
Yes.
It's not hard to learn. It's not hard to play, but it's definitely thinky. It is a lot of
easy to learn, hard to master kind of thing, right? Isn't that the what? What are you awing?
10 minutes to learn, a lifetime to master.
Yes, that's it.
No, it's not a lifetime to master.
No, it's definitely not, because we can play it.
It's a good one. It's really good. If you like logic puzzles, this is a really good one.
Oh, man.
Got a nice space theme kind of on top of it, so it's a good one.
Yeah, the theme fits this just magnificently. Planet X, where'd you go? All right. Back to the old games. The old tried and true.
Old
right here.
Now.
Oh my goodness, yes. My number 14, definitely garbage. Okay, so my number 14 was 22. It went up again.
Love it.
Probably because I did, absolutely. 22, why do I even bother? But no, my number 14, I know you like this game.
Do I?
It's one of my favoritos of Mr. Feld.
I do like this game.
That is Amerigo. This is what I like to call one of his gimmicky games, because this one has a cube tower. It's a ridiculous plastic thing. You dump a bunch of cubes down. They're colored cubes. Depending on the number of the cubes and the color, you get to do a certain amount of that particular action. So you're going to space this stuff out amongst your rounds. And meanwhile, you've got this really cool map. You're on a boat and you're trying to go around and explore, get resources, and it's a bit of area control as well. You want to take over as much of these islands as possible. Just balancing out the cubes and everything with the rounds. It's so much fun. So much fun. I love this game. What do you think about, this is one of your favorite felds too, isn't it?
It is among my favorite films.
Yes.
You
Okay.
definitely like it more than I do, but I do enjoy this game because you're on a boat. And I like
We're on a
games
boat.
where you're
You
on a
do
boat.
love boat games.
I love
You should have like a
games.
boat
And
themed
boats,
list.
And you can stretch that by saying that a spaceship is kind of a boat in space.
That was deep.
So I like games where you're on a boat. Anyway, this is a good one. It's fun. It's gimmicky, but it's interesting. It's one of those, like the kids are saying, those pendomino, what are they called? The shapy bits.
Polyomino?
Yeah, they're one of those Tetrisy games. So you got that going on. It's just a really fun game, and dumping things in a cube tower is fun.
It's just funny too, because sometimes you'll dump in like, hello. You'll dump in like, oh no, this is, yeah, it is. It's got the clear, look at this thing. The middle part of it's not clear because you can't see what's in it. I always think of the clear tub thing. But you dump in like 12 cubes and 2 come out the bottom and you're like, what just happened? What just happened? It's greatness. I love it. So here you are. Oh, you're gonna show it off? You love to play with this. I think he almost likes to play with this part of it more than I do, which is...
I'm one of those kids that when you get like a present and it's like there's a lot of things going on, but there's one cool aspect to it.
You play with that?
You don't even play, like the mousetrap, right? You don't play the game.
Oh yeah, the game you just build the mousetrap.
That's what this cube tower does.
So that's kind of how you set up the game, and then you go in later and you're like half of the cubes I just poured just came out, only half. So there's a bunch of just nonsense in there. Slide them down the sides. It's so cute.
It's so fun, and on top of this, there's a game.
There's a game. Yeah, but it's great. I love that there's different actions for that. So you emptied out. Okay, you're like flinging pieces everywhere. I just love the.
Test.
That's right. Shake it. Just shake it off.
Inside it. Oh my gosh.
I just mess with it today so much. But yeah, just the different choices and the different actions from the colors, and it never fails that when you're trying to do something right, you end up not having any blues come out that round or something. It's just like, I need to do blues.
Without playing it before. It's like
A mess. Yeah.
a mess.
Yep. We like to show this game off because it's a fun gimmick. But that's Amerigo. It's
Vespucci.
Vespucci. Amerigo Vespucci.
Yes.
That's our guy. So if you have not played this game and you like Stefan Feld games, you need to play this. It's really, it feels like a Feld game, and it's got a fun little toy on top of that.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Yes, it does, very much so.
It's a good one.
Don't listen to him.
One of my favorites, probably my top 3 or 4 Felds, maybe. Maybe in the top 1. I don't know.
Spoilers. All right, my number 13 was my number 14 last year, so it's holding steady, right in the same area.
So much more now.
I do love this game, and it's always like inexplicable to Hunter. Hunter does not understand why I like this game so much, and this is the game of Mercator. I honestly can't even tell you why I love this game so much, but I can tell you this: as the rule goes, strange, bizarre cover, boring as all get out. Great Euro game. Okay, that's all you need to know. You already know.
You can have a great cover in a great Euro game.
This is Uwe Rosenberg, also one of my favorite designers as well. And you've got this cool player board with a whole mess of different products.
The player board is not cool.
Well, no, it's not. You're not going to look at this and go, "Wow, okay, this is a Euro."
Look at this cool player board. Look at that. Isn't that a cool?
I say it's cool because I like what you do with the board, not because of how amazing it looks. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, give me one of those. Thank you. So you have this. You got these different things here. You notice that there's 2 different uses for each color, and they're all usually, yes, very far away from each other, because some of these you might want to fill up a whole column. There's different things that you're doing with these cubes during the game. There's a whole bunch of different cards, and you end up basically doing moving around on this map. It gives you different actions and different places that you can trade these things, and you're moving the cubes around and trading with them and doing this and turning them in for cards that give you victory points. There's also cards that give you special abilities. I think they're actually people or workers or something that do that, give you special abilities. But a lot of times it's kind of like you need to travel to a place, drop off some goods, sell those goods there, make some mad victory points. I don't know what it is about this. Like Hunter likes to joke. He's like, why do you like this little cube pusher game? I don't know. It's got a cool map. You're traveling and you're pushing the cubes.
I got to show the cool map.
Okay, well, I mean by cool map, I like what, again,
it's down at the
it's at the bottom. Here, put this up. It's not, again, this is not one of those that it's a looker. This isn't a looker, okay? But it's not ugly either. You give me so much grief about this game. It's so bizarre. But I love that the cities all have different...
Number 13.
Yeah, well, yeah, actually it is. Right here, it says number 13.
So here, I'll explain the game to you. You take some cubes, you turn them in for a contract, and you get more cubes, and you turn them in for a better contract, and you get some more cubes, and you turn them in. I love that you love this game.
I can tell. Can't you?
It's okay. This game is okay.
This game is greatness. And if you like cube pusher Euros, you will love this game as well.
It's a very niche audience.
It might be. Well, I guess I'm niche.
Turning cubes into contracts. This might be the game.
That's right. Cubes into contracts, baby.
No, I joke, but I honestly love how much you love this game.
It's a great medium game.
It's cute.
Maybe a little complicated. Cute? What is this?
Cute. How much
now, Euros are cute?
No, it's cute how much you love this game.
Oh, okay.
I find it endearing.
I don't even know how to interpret this at this point. Is he mocking me? Is he not?
At least it plays really fast, so it's over with.
Well, that answers that. So,
no,
Haters gonna hate this game is greatness. I don't care.
This game.
I don't care. I'll find other people to play with.
Love it.
I don't need
like
to play with you. Thank you very much. You heard me. Come play with me. Okay, so Mercator, it's greatness. Let me move on to a theme that you appreciate a little better. Okay. How about we go back to space? Would you like to go back to space?
Maybe.
I think you would.
Go into space.
Oh man, yeah, that too. So my number 12 was my 25, and with another play, it launched because we played it again. It did launch. Yeah, you see what I did there. So this game, yeah, launched its way into my heart. It's so good. Okay, enough with the space puns. Oh, look, I broke him. Okay, so. A Ryan Lockett game. What? This does not get near enough buzz. This is my favorite Ryan Lockett game. Straight up. Empires of the Void 2 is phenomenal. You got this 4X experience with Ryan Lockett art. Hello. And it's in space. He needs to do more space stuff. It's just phenomenal. You're taking your ship and you're going around, you're traveling to these different places, and you're doing all these sorts of 4X things. It is a really well-designed game. And I think what's great about this, what's the playtime on this? This is not, it's not a super long game. So you're not investing Twilight Imperium time frames here to play this game.
30 minutes per player.
30 minutes per player, guys. Okay, it's so good. It plays fantastic two-player. Have we played it multiplayer yet? We have not. I think we're going to like it even more when we play with other people.
Yeah, we think we'll like it more with more players.
It's going to open it up a little bit more, I think. But just the possibilities, there's so many good choices. There's so much to do with this. And the game still, it's one of those things where you have to make difficult but nice choices of what cool things do I want to accomplish, because you're not going to have time to do everything you want to do. He built a really nice, tight game that has a lot of just amazing choices. That's all I can say about that. And again, it's 4X style, kind of building up your little neck of the woods, trying to get all your stuff, and it just so good. I like 4X games. I really do. The space ones in particular, obviously, just are amazing. And this is one of my faves for that reason. This one surprised us, to be completely honest. We had not played it. I don't even what brought this to your attention originally.
The infamous, nay, I say notorious, Kabuki Kid suggested this game.
Aha, Kabuki, up to it again, eh? So, yep, that's Kabuki. You're doing good. That's 2 for 2 on the space games. Yeah, the Earth game, Leaving Earth, and Empires of the Void 2. So if Kabuki recommends a game for you, good job, Kabuki.
Yeah,
love it.
I love this game.
Phenomenal.
Too. It's one of my faves. I'm curious where it's going to land in the top 100. I like it's got a straightforward tech system. It's got a straightforward upgrade system. It's not too hard to teach.
It was asymmetrical too with the races, if I recall. Which not like super so, but just like a little bit like
slightly asymmetrical.
Slightly.
But you can get
which is so much fun.
You become more asymmetrical as you go, depending on what you upgrade what technologies you do, which alliances you form with the different planets, and it's got a nice follow the leader mechanism where if someone takes an action, you kind of follow that action, or you can do something else. Which
we seem to really like those games. We tend to like those with that action. It's a lot of fun.
It's just a really solid game all around, and it's it has fighting in it, but it's not so brutal that you like completely messes you up.
Yeah, it's fun, but it doesn't seem to matter that much.
It's a really fun game. It's really fun. Love
it is. I just love it.
It plays fast. It plays crazy.
That's
fast.
what I think I like best about it. It gives you that big, huge experience feeling, but you didn't just spend the whole day doing it. Yeah. That's amazing to me.
Good choice.
Why, thank you.
Big improvement over the previous game.
Interesting.
I'll take it.
Interesting. Oh, okay. About to have a technical difficulties. I'll see if I can hold out to the end of the video for y'all.
We're almost there.
We are. We're at my number 11. Jumped up a bit from 18. Still in this
you love
set of 10.
A lot more now.
What is with the sarcasm on my range? It's just within the same 10.
It's kind of a running joke I know it is, in my head that people make fun of. Like,
we do.
You drops from your 10 to
I know everyone's like,
20 and
why don't you like this game anymore? Now. I know, we always talk about it. It's kind of funny. We love to exaggerate that just a bit.
It's a moment to impress me. It's the last one.
I think you like this one a lot. I think you like this one a lot. I don't know if you think it's a top 20er, though. Crown of Amara.
It's good.
Okay. It's not
11.
Didn't knock him out of his chair.
Oh,
my goodness.
You ended with a bang. I'm okay with this last two.
Interesting. Really okay. So, Crown of Amara. This is another, I guess it's worker placement. Not action selection. Action selection.
Kind of more action selection. It's a rondel action selection.
I use it the same thing. Well, no. It's double rondel action. So you actually have 2 boards put together as one. And half of the board, you're using some meeples to go around, and you have like a resource building engine thing going on that. And then you have the other half of the board, and this is where you're getting your crowns for Amara, okay? Physical crowns on your little dude you put on the top of your player map, by the way. It's so corny. I love it. But over here, this is where you're going to build up that engine of victory points. So you're taking those resources from the one half and doing things with them over here to actually pull out these victories. The crowns, you get crowns as you upgrade them. They're worth like lots of victory points and stuff. That's a really great way. That's probably the best way to win the game, is to get through those, go rise into the ranks, okay? As it were, you get better and better crowns, but there's different things. Like you can go to there's a church, and there's like a bakery kind of place. Well, that's on the other side that builds the stuff, but you sell it off. So there's a market, and you sell your goods there. And it's neat because every little thing, every little place does something slightly different. And you want to take the goods that you have and make the most out of them. And they may work in a couple of different locations. But how you use them, you want to maximize your points. As people use these things, it changes and adjusts the price. They get more expensive to get your victory points. So there's a timing thing with that as well. Do you want to take that now and you don't have as many so that you get the cheaper price? Or do you want to hold out, hope that your opponent doesn't go there and really jack up the price so you can go and just gouge that out yourself? Stuff like that. I love this game. I love the fact that you have 2 kind of games going on at the same time. A lot of games you always have your resource build up and then you do stuff, but usually it's like in front of you, right? This is actually half of the board and everybody's here doing stuff. And we can snipe places from each other that kind of give you extra bonuses. So if I go to this one place, I get extra goods from it, but you don't because I took the spot. There's stuff like that, just little touches of it because it's in the board itself and part of the game. It's not you putting your nose down and just doing your thing to get your resources. We're actually duking it out on that. Really cool choices. I love this game. So much fun. This is another smooth one too. 60-minute-ish game. Graded all player counts.
Yeah, it's a good one. I love this one. I don't love it, but I love it. I like the card play. You basically have you'll draw some cards and you play those cards. You're kind of almost programming out your turn. It's not really programming, but kind of is. You're basically picking what order you're going to do your cards in. Then you're going to do the actions. You get to pick which workers are moving, your resource worker or your victory point creating worker.
You almost kind of chain things, right? If you do it right.
It's got assistants that you can get, little card guys that give you superpowers. And it's got a really cool scoring system. Basically, you have 2 scoring tracks. One is basically victory points. It has a name, I'm sure, prestige or honor or something.
Crowns.
And another one is your housing. And whichever one is the lowest at the end of the game is what scores you. So you can't just go all in on one thing.
You got to balance.
You got to kind of balance out those two scoring things. It's really good. It plays super fast.
It really does.
It feels like that 90-minute Euro game, but you get it in half the time, which is really cool. Well, for 2 players, you get it in half the time.
Yeah, true.
Can't say more about it. If you like Euro games, this is a good one. Like a really good one. Like really, really good one.
Yeah, like this is one of those that it's really easy for us to throw down again because it's fast. You still get a nice meaty Euro game experience. Crown of Amara. That's my 11. You know what's next? Our live top 10. Will Hunter get a technical difficulties button? Hint, yes. I'm predicting it now.
And
what?
Fun facts.
Fun facts?
If you're watching this the day it came out, the show is tonight.
What? Crazy. Join us live then if you can tonight. And we're going to chit-chat about my top 10 and probably talk some smack.
I'm prepared.
Are you?
To be bedazzled.
Bedazzled. Note to self, buy bedazzling.
I'm prepared to be bedazzled.
See Hunter with
top 10.
Yeah, I mean, you thought these games were fun. We got some good games coming up. So we'll see you soon.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Click subscribe to join our wonderful viewer community.
Want to be notified when we upload a new video or go live? Click on the little bell below.